This is a vintage Mobilite twin beam. This is a film camera light. It has a bracket on the bottom here that you could actually use with your old 8mm camera. This is from the 1960s. It has spot and flood beams in it. The bulb, I don't know if you can really see anything in there. I did look it up. I found this, by the way, at a thrift store. $6, so I couldn't leave it there. The bulb, unfortunately, is out of production. It has two filaments, one for the flood and one for the spot, but unfortunately the floodlight has burned out. The bulbs, I believe, like I said, are out of production. I believe it's a Sylvania number FAH, Frank Alpha Henry, I believe, but I'm not certain. And it's either handheld, as you can tell. Big glass front on it. I don't know about the schmutz on it. And it has a film exposure chart at 16 frames per second. And you can see this is from Flex Electric Products Incorporated, Long Island City, New York. So this is definitely made in USA. It's actually even UL listed. It is articulating. As you can see, you can bend it up or down or whatever. So you could theoretically mount it like that and have it as like a floodlight. Like I said, unfortunately the floodlight beam is burned out, but the spotlight does work, so I'll give you a demo of that. And I have the watt meter here, so I'll show you that also. It has kind of a rickety cord on it with an interesting plug where you can kind of just pull it like that. It's just molded in. It's still actually flexible like that. So it came, this is the cord, I believe, original to it. It also, wrapped up with it, had this similarly vintage extension cord. This is the, if you look closely here, if it'll focus, has the ridged wire like that. This cord does work. Your vintage extension cord, no ground, no polarization. And the plug over here looks like this and has the clip on it, but obviously the little things are not flexible enough anymore for it to clip on the thickness of the wire. Okay, like I said, unfortunately the floodlight doesn't seem to work. I have not opened it up to check the connection, but here's the spotlight. Holy crap! That is so bright. The camera just doesn't do it justice. You can see how burning hot this light really is. The heat coming out of this thing, first of all, it's 670 watts. Now, I only have two hands here, and I'm holding the camera in one and the light in the other, so it's kind of tough. So I'm going to go ahead and measure the temperature of it, and then I'll see if I can show you the little screen on that. Well, yeah, it's that hot that it actually just flashed error 2. It got well over 200 degrees, 250 degrees. This light is so bright and so hot. I'm going to shut it and turn it around. I want you to see the filament as it goes out. First of all, I don't know if you could see just how bright that is. I know, again, the camera does not do justice, but check this out. Look at that filament. Still glowing. Now it's out. And the heat off of this thing. Oh, and the vintageness. The vintage smell. Freaking awesome. I have no idea what to do with it, but I'm just a little upset that the bulbs are out of production. I don't care if they're, you know, 20 bucks for the bulb if I can get them, but I can't get them. Too bad. It's a bygone era. I mean, you know, not for nothing, this light, like if I wanted to light up down there, and obviously I have plenty of other light in here, but yeah, that works. And at night, I couldn't imagine what this thing would put out outside to light up. You could light up, you know, like a fucking football field with this thing. You can see the back of the bulb in there through its little slits for ventilation, of course. Everything looks fully connected. The connections don't look too bad, but this is kind of one of those things where you don't really want to mess with it. And again, with that kind of wattage for one light bulb, a 600 watt bulb, 650 or 64 in this case, man, this is one hot fucking light. That puts out, even just right here, the heat output from this thing. You can feel, it's like a sun. It's like a sun. Really hot. Really very hot. Well, I was able to sort of measure it again. It's been off for like a minute. But it's over 330 degrees, 350 degrees. And sometimes this thing will just say high and not just error out. But it is... Oh, actually it says 135 right now. So, yeah, 300... Yeah. I know it's upside down. Yeah, definitely over 300 degrees, and it's been off for a few minutes, so you can only imagine the heat output from this light. It's crazy. I've never seen something this bright. And why you use it with a little 8mm camera like we used to have in the 60s and 70s and that, you know, I mean, this is like some serious stuff here. Vintage, like, periwinkle turquoise handle. Pretty nice stuff. Too bad the floodlight doesn't work. Anyway, again, like I said, this is an FAH bulb. If anybody has one that they want to send me, that would be completely awesome. Or if you know where you can get them, that would be awesome also. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Make sure you hit like, make sure you hit subscribe, and take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.